So, a little bit about introduction. Inventory management is an important aspect of any successful business. It is the process of overseeing and controlling the flow of inventory units a business in the production or manufactures of goods for sale or distribution. Inventory management is really important because inventories are usually made up of a combination of goods, raw materials, and finished product, and effective management of these items is essential to ensure optimal stock levels and to maximize the earning potential of the company. It also allows a business to prevent or mitigate any inventory associated losses. There is a link between inventory levels and company profits. Amazon Fulfillment Technologies. Amazon are building cyber-physical systems on the global scale using the latest in robotics, machine vision, machine learning, intelligent edge and industrial IoT. Amazon Fulfillment Technologies powers physical fulfillment for goods their customers buy on Amazon worldwide. Their systems are designed to handle billions of transactions between the physical processes and the Amazon supply chain. Next, for other fulfillment center systems are automated and where they will literally pick up a shelf. Fulfillment centers associate is going to be stationary and each shell robot will bring the shelf to FC. The important thing about this robot is their latency because the robot is looking at this real time and it has to pick things very quickly. The SQL queries and things like that from the database have a very strict service level agreement in order to allow him and 100 other associates doing the same job to not be standing around. But taking items off the shelf is still being done by humans. The workers at the picking station sees on a monitor the next item including a picture of item, how many of it, and which slot in the yellow pot the item is. The worker simply takes the item from the pot, scans it, and put it on of the multiple totes as decided by a computer.
Technical challenge. Technical challenges are problems that are easy to identify and solve using existing resources. Recently, Amazon has faced a growing range of problems by using Oracle database to scale its service. This segment provided a brief overview of three of the most critical challenges. Firstly, complex database engineering required to scale. Every year, engineers spend hundreds of hours trying to scale the Oracle database horizontally to keep up with the rapid growth in service and data volume. Engineers use database shard to handle the additional service throughput and manage the true volume of data, but thus increase the workload for database administration. These shards were delivered and implemented through complex engineering experiment, with new shard taking months to implement and evaluate. The second problem was dealing with complex, expensive, and error-prone management of database. Database engineers spend hundreds of hours tracking the performance of the database, updating software, conducting database backup, and patching the operation system (OS) for each instance and shard every month. The third problem was to dealing with complicated and inefficient provisioning of hardware. Database engineer and the network management team spend considerable amount of time estimate demand and preparing hardware resource to meet it each year. Upon forecasting, engineer spend hundreds of hours ordering, building, and checking the equipment around the world in various data centers. This challenge, coupled with the high licensing costs, were just some of the compelling reasons that lead the Amazon consumer and digital business to migrate the persistent layer of all its services to cloud native or open source data hosts on AWS.
For the relational database characteristic, it is very important because when we wanted to represent our information, we must need the table by using values in a column and row. Because of that, this characteristic must have been enough and also have to being represented in a easiest way in order to make the people or the customer or the user too easy reading and getting the information from the database that we have made. For the document and key value database, we use Amazon DynamoDB. This is because this database is very effective and have a good high performance in order to manage and to doing the process that needed as a database. It can process more than 10 trillion requests per day and also more than 20 million requests per second. And it is very good for having this database. And other uh, successful company also use this kind of database, for example Samsung, Toyota and other company, because they know this database will make their document database and key value become more effective.
Assalamualaikum. Today I want to present about Amazon Fulfillment Technology, or referred to PostgreSQL. Before that, I want to introduce myself. My name is Azlin Binti Yusoff. My matric number A18A0462. Amazon Fulfillment can define the process of migrating book from Amazon web system AWS cloud formation start to deploy resource to help this process. There are many customers choose AWS because it purpose both database including relational, key value, document, in-memory and graph. Secondly, it performance at a scalar relational database that are 3 to 5 fast than popular alternative, and storage resource easily to scalar and database computer. Thirdly, in business critical, it offer high availability, reliability, enterprise workload and security, and it create and control AWS key management service. Lastly, fully managed in fully managed it manage it tell about database manage tasks like setup, patching, provisioning, recovery or backup and configuration. Moreover, it automatic scaling and self-healing storage to that focus on higher value application development.